Hi guys, happy Saturday morning. Although by the time you guys see this, it's probably going to be Saturday evening. Anyway, I swear they're going to put that on my tombstone. Anyway, today we're going to go shopping. Not that kind of shopping. We're going grocery shopping, but still. I haven't been shopping, in 3 weeks now since I've been doing the 30-day no spend challenge. So, shopping, man. The reason we're going shopping is to find out if it is expensive to do the keto or carnivore diet. Like I said, I honestly don't know. My husband does the shopping, so this is going to be just as educational for me as it is for you. And I'm going to be looking strictly for healthy foods. And that might be different to me than what it is to you. For me, it's just whole foods. I'm just looking for foods without, all the extra added garbage and all the crazy ingredients. I just want to know, is it possible to shop healthy on a budget? I imagine it is, but I guess there's probably not going to be as much variety. That's the thing I'm assuming. Yeah, because there's a million different varieties of crap. You can buy all kinds of crap food, but to eat healthy, it's very limiting, especially if you're trying to do it inexpensively. Now, if you've got lots of money to spend, you can buy more. And, that's the thing. They want to keep you sick, so they make the cheap, crappy foods very inexpensive. We all know it does cost more to eat healthy and to eat more variety. But if you want to eat a very limited but healthy diet, it is possible. And yeah, it would be a huge drag, but it can be done. That's all I can say about that. I'm fortunate because the diet that I'm doing, for me, it isn't a drag. I highly enjoy it. Yeah, I am limited. I don't eat a huge variety of foods. I just eat nutrient dense foods that not only taste good, but are satisfying and healthy. So that's just my preference. I'm not going to keep preaching about, other people doing this, even though it's what I believe for me, because it's turned my life around. I don't want other people to preach their diet to me, so I'm not going to preach my diet to them. I'm just going to, be an example and live my life. And, if you're interested and you want to ask questions, I'm here for you. I'm not here to debate. I'm not here to argue. I'm just, oh, of course, I always get messages, as soon as I turn the camera on, it's like people know. I need two cameras, don't I? I need a real camera and a phone. I know, that's the problem. But anyway, yeah, let's get ready. We're going to go to Dollar Tree. We're going to go to Aldi's. We'll see what we can find, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss it. So get ready. I'll meet you in the car. It is absolutely gorgeous out today. Look at this. Oh, I can see my house up there. No Starbucks for me. Now we're going to get some gas. Okay guys, here I am at a second Dollar Tree. The first one was a bust. I couldn't find hardly anything for the ketovore or carnivore diet. I'll show you the few things I did find, so I'm hoping I'll have better luck with this one. This is how dedicated I am to making this video. I've hit 2 Dollar Trees, and it's very hard for me because I'm not actually buying anything today because I'm still on the 30-day no challenge or no buy challenge for another week. And so, yeah, it's not a lot of fun, but I really wanted to find out, is it possible to do the ketovore or carnivore diet on a very strict budget? So let's go in and find out. Okay, obviously we're going to avoid this aisle. Let's start back here. What? Are you kidding me?
Coached up or whatever. So she's showing him the test, and he's like, "Well, I don't understand what the problem is." And he's like, "I don't know, probably 7 or 8 or something." And she goes, "Well, you put down."
Okay, so, that was a huge disappointment. What can I say? At least at the Dollar Trees. I don't know who these people are or what Dollar Trees they're shopping at, but our Dollar Trees just suck. I found salmon. I found those Franken sirloin steaks or New York steaks did you see all the ingredients? It's like, how can it be a steak? How can you get all those ingredients in a steak? Just totally ruined it. But they had that, the salmon, they did have sardines and mustard sauce, not the ones in the seed sauce, but sardines and mustard sauce in a can, which that's a meal. The salmon is a meal. And then they had like tuna and packed in water because, again, you don't want them in the seed oils. They did have beef jerky. It was low carb, but it had sugars in it. I don't do anything with sugar in it. So for me, that wouldn't work. They had pistachios. I did eat pistachios at the beginning when I was just doing ketovore, but I gave all that stuff up. I gave up anything with oxalates in it because I had such a huge issue with the inflammation and the pain. So I had to get rid of oxalates, but it worked because I'm pain free, 63, and this old lady don't have any pain. So it was well worth giving up. Yeah. So, Dollar Tree was kind of but Aldi's was good. Aldi's had some good deals. They probably had better deals than our regular grocery store. I think my husband alternates between, one store and the next every other week. They had everything that I would need to do keto or carnivore. My husband's ketovore, I'm carnivore. I I was actually going to put a budget. I don't know if I said it in the car. I was going to see if I could buy groceries for a week for $30. I don't know what I was thinking, like that's even remotely possible because I ended up spending what, $24.99 on 3 items. Yeah, so $30 was just, yeah, that tells you where I'm at. But I did ask my husband, what do we normally spend on groceries? And he said it's between 125 to 150 a week. And what do we buy? I do eat a lot of steak. It's the only red meat I really like. And I do need to eat more red meat because I have issues with, anemia and absorbing iron. So it's important. You can eat chicken, you can eat fish, but obviously red meat has more iron in it. So that's my preference. So it's a little bit more pricey. And we buy whole cream for the coffee. We buy eggs. And you saw what eggs were. I think at Aldi's. They were right now they're having a special. It was like $7.49, and they only allow you to get 2 dozen because normally they're $9.99 for a dozen. So yeah, we buy steak, butter, um, real butter, not margarine, and I like salted butter. I buy a lot of bacon. Um, that what I say, whole cream for my coffee. Sometimes I'll buy like ground turkey and then I'll put a little bit of shredded cheese on it and make pork rind nachos if I really want something. But most often I'll have bacon and eggs for breakfast and then I'll have a steak for dinner, lunch, and I take beef jerky to work. That's what I eat every day. My husband now, like I said, he does keto, so he'll eat some veggies and he eats salads. And neither one of us we never eat out, not even at lunch, and it drives people crazy. Our coworkers always ask, "Why don't you go out to lunch?" We always bring our lunch. We just don't enjoy eating out. Um, we just you never know what they're going to cook the stuff in. It's just not worth it. It's not a treat. Some people think it's a treat. It's not a treat. Plus, my husband's a wonderful cook. He makes everything's far, but even his beef jerky is better than the stuff I buy. So yeah, we don't waste our time with that. So yeah, for $125, and also we have grandkids, and we make sure we have food on hand for them because they usually spend the night. We want to be able to feed them breakfast, and they're not carnivores, but we still try to buy healthy whole foods for them as well when they're here. They like to eat healthy too, so that helps. But yeah, it's just I was useless. I was no help at all. I looked around and I thought, I don't even know what to get. So I grabbed some steaks and some um, beef jerky and the 30-calorie almond milk. That was what I bought for $24.99. So I'm just not a good grocery shopper, which is another reason I don't grocery shop. I'm an impulse buyer. I'm the person that they market things at. I like the shiny, fancy things. Oh, look at this. It's brand new and it's got this and that. And it says it's better for you. So it's like, yeah, I'm better off staying home. We found out it was a lot cheaper to let him do the shopping. I can go. It's not like I can't go. It's just better if he goes. So yeah, that's how that went. I did miss shopping. I shouldn't have gone. It was like, that's an addiction that I'm still working on, but I've gone 3 weeks without buying anything. So I'm getting there. I'm doing better, but just being in the store, I saw so many things. It was like, "Oh, I want this or I need that." And it's like, "You don't need nothing. Just stop it. You don't need a darn thing. You just want." So, yeah, I wonder how much money I saved this month just not buying anything. And of course, when I left Aldi's, there's a Starbucks in the parking lot, and that used to be that was the automatic. That was given. If I'm going grocery shopping, I'm going to Starbucks, and didn't even phase me. Just didn't even think about it. So I'm proud of myself for that. So yeah, making some changes. And you guys watched my last video. Did I cry? I didn't cry in that video. I got a comment. Stop crying. I was just like, I wanted to show that, even though these things have happened, we've had challenges and obstacles, we're rolling with it. I was just the opposite of crying. Sometimes these things can be a blessing, is what I wanted people to know. And, you just have to learn to roll with things that happen in life and make the best of it. And I feel like that's what we've been doing. I'm just explaining what we're doing. This is us in unretirement. We're not crying about it. We're dealing with it. Still looking for some better options if there are any. And you guys have been helpful. I think there's a lot of great options I still need to tap into. I'm looking into. In the meantime, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, trying to stay healthy and working and making the best of it. Um, Did you see the part of the video where I come home from shopping and my husband was trying to fix my cup? So sweet. We know I'm not going to be able to drink out of it, but I love that cup so much. So I thought that was so precious that he did that. And then I'll just put it up on the shelf in the kitchen so I can look at it every day. But I thought that was really nice. So that made my day. And it's a beautiful day out, or it was a beautiful day out. You know, it looks like now that it's hard to tell if it wants to rain or not. I can't tell. I wish it would. I'd like to have a cozy night at home. Me, Saturday night. There's nothing more fun than having a rainy Saturday night. And I can work on my puzzles or whatever. I think I'm going to watch a movie tonight. My granddaughter and I like to FaceTime and watch movies together. And we started watching the Twilight series. again. I can't tell you how many times we've watched this one, but bless her heart. She loves it and I love her. So we're going to watch that one together. I think we're on the next to last one. So that's my big Saturday night plans. That and I don't know if I ever told you, but on the weekends I do allow myself a treat. It still has to be ketovore. So that's what the almond milk was for too. My husband drinks it, but I drink it as well. I use that and I make myself a cup of hot cocoa. I used to use the element, but I stopped buying it because it's kind of pricey. But I might buy some again because it's far better for me. But I just use regular cocoa, like a half a tablespoon of cocoa, almond milk, and stevia, and it's delicious. And it's my treat for the week. I look forward to it. Either that, or I was going to try and make some of that pumpkin stuff I made for Thanksgiving. Oh, that was so good. It was the cream cheese pumpkin puree mixed together and um, whipping cream. It was so but I thought that was too rich. I was trying to avoid that because like I said, I try not to have anything too sweet. Because I was a sugar addict and I'm afraid it'll trigger me. It hasn't though, because I've been using stevia in my coffee and tea and I haven't had a craving for a cookie or candy or anything. It's just in my coffee and tea and that's it. And I've been doing that for months, so it must be okay. But like I said, I look forward to something on Saturday night, and it hasn't affected me in any other way. The thing that I watch the most, that's most important to me, is anything that's going to affect my pain. I'm so grateful to be pain free after having so much pain for such a long period of time and walking with the cane and just kicking the oxalates and the sugars. I have no pain. So if that was to ever come back, if I did anything that was to bring that back, I would quit right away. But so far it hasn't happened. I've been really fortunate. So I'm just going to keep doing this. This is probably going to be the boringest video. I'm sorry, you guys, but it's Saturday and just don't have a lot to talk about. I do want to talk about how retiring affects how it affects men and women differently because I've been reading up on it, and it's not surprisingly there's a difference on how we handle it, not just financially but emotionally. Okay, since my camera cut out again, I'm going to take that as a sign that the universe wants me to shut up. So I'm going to cut this video short. I'm thinking if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, please leave them in the comments because I might possibly do a live tomorrow. Maybe. I've been thinking about it. I like to do the real time thing, because I feel like I can talk to you guys and you can ask me questions and I can answer them right there. And I just think it might be better because, this one was really boring. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I think my mind, I'm still not 100% after being sick. And I just, but anyway, I don't know how I'm going to quit doing that. I've really got, I'm just going to have to edit those out, but then it would cut my video down to half if I cut out all the anyways. I wanted to show you guys before we leave some of the other fun stuff that I do with resin. I haven't done it in a while. These were my favorite. I make these. They're from Practical Magic. I love that movie. And, I make all different styles of them. These were like some of my best sellers when I did, the craft festivals and I was selling things like that. But I just wanted to show them to you since you guys were so nice and so complimentary on the other pieces that I did. Thank you. I needed that. It kind of encouraged me to get back into it. I haven't done it for a long time, but it's kind of expensive, but it's therapeutic. It's cheaper than going in to seeing a psychiatrist or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this now. I want to go watch Twilight for the 37th million time with my granddaughter. So that's my Saturday night. I hope you guys are having a good one, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow live. So take care, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.